Hey friends, welcome back to my studio. I'm gonna paint a Highland cow. I've got an it's just shy of 16 by 16 inches plywood panel. It's supplied by the Artist Cooperative Gallery in Omaha, Nebraska. It's the downtown gallery I sell in. I put clear gesso on it. Here's the reference photo. Isn't that cute? I've cropped it. I'll link this reference photo in the video's description. So this is going to be Trouble 11. I've sold 10 of this cow series, and I've put different flowers in their mouths, but anymore I'm putting daisies in their mouth, which I think is just really fun and cute. I'm going to paint the background. I've got a leftover palette from a painting I did a few weeks ago. So I'm going to just get some paint on here and let it dry overnight. And then I'm going to print out that reference photo to scale and trace it because it speeds it up for me. But this is a combination of yellow oxide and titanium white. Okay guys, let's have some fun. Okay, let's set the table. I printed out the reference photo to scale. So I've linked it in this video's description. I just love all that hair. I drew in quite a bit of detail just to help me with where the dark areas are. Let's see what else. Oh, so let's do my colors. So yellow oxide. These are all Liquitex. Titanium white, Mars black, Phthalo blue green shade, Quinacridone magenta. Here the only one that's a heavy body is the Phthalo blue green shade. The rest are all basics. I'm also thinking I'm gonna use, just for convenience and speed, raw sienna. It's really close to the fur hair color of the Highland cow. Okay. I may start a new palette when I do the cow. So what's really nice is the yellow oxide and some phthalo blue, or even muted. Well, I used straight up phthalo blue, makes some pretty greens. You can add black to them, add brown to them, add white to them. Nice and muted. I really like that. I put in a couple of layers on the green part of the background, letting some of the yellow come through, and where it didn't come through, I just put some yellow oxide on. And then, oh, the sky is phthalo blue green shade and some Mars black and titanium white. Here, this is definitely the background coming through, if you can see the yellow in the video. Okay, I think that sets the table. I'm gonna have some daisies coming out once we get everything else done. I'll be back in a bit. Hey, just a couple comments. So I had thought I might start another palette, but I scooted over my blues so I could mix color on top of there. It's dry. Put raw sienna out. I think I scooted the magenta over a little bit. I think I might have been holding the palette this way. So what I'm doing is painting the darker areas and just getting a coat down. And then come back with more fun brush strokes after I find some of the value is much more important than the color. This is kind of purpley. This is pinky. So I'm going to work dark to light. So there you can kind of see where I've scribbled some dark areas. That's what I'm doing. I don't think I mentioned the brushes that I used. I used this for the background. It's a 3/4 inch angle brush. It's a craft brush. I got it ages ago. It's from Michael's, I think. So I use that for the background, and then I've also used it for the bigger areas. And then for around the nose and some of the smaller shapes, I'm using a, I think it's a 3/8 inch angle brush from Royal and Langnickel. Okay, I think that gets us up to speed. I don't know how long I've been working on this. Gosh, maybe almost 2 hours this afternoon. Just taking my time, looking at my reference photo. Even though I scribbled quite a bit of detail on the trace when I traced the photo, just making sure I'm kind of pretty close. I can always loosen up as I go. But right now I'm working on the structure of the Highland cow. Okay guys, I hope some of those comments help. I'll be back in a bit. Let's chat for a couple minutes. Yellow Oxide and Quinacridone Magenta makes a little bit more orange color than the raw Sienna. So I used some of that in the ear. You can see I'm building, like I've put not two more than one layer, but I've added two, like darkened this and lightened this. The pink is really nice. But basically what I'm doing is you find the shape, even if it's a littler shape that's in the shadow, and then I'm going to have lighter hairs that come over. So I just keep building. This looks more built up because it's filled in, whereas this is piecier. The horns, I used a pinky brown color, but it doesn't really look very pinky brown on the painting, but that's fine. I think that's about it. My paints are getting really dry and sticky, and I really should just put out new paint. And most of the time I don't, and I don't know why. Just let me know. I do goofy things. You know, we all do kind of goofy things. It'd be easier. Fresh paint would be easier. And I know the colors. There's not that many colors. Oh, that brings to mind. Like say, I did put out fresh paint. I could mix a green that's close, and then I could keep mixing it till I got it really close, or I could just put the new green in a couple of places. And I did lighten this with some matte medium and white. It's kind of chalky looking. I don't know. I like that it's lighter. But yeah, if you do put out fresh paint, and you don't have to worry about mixing the exact colors because you just use that newish color in other places. I'm going to do a little tour just so you can see the pink better. You can see I used some purples. There is some blue, straight up phthalo blue in there, or phthalo blue green shade, but it looks black because it's on another layer. I think that's really nice. I don't know if the values are right, but I love the colors. This is fun. This part highlight could be done. There's the ear. I don't know if I like the ear, but it's probably great. I just need to get more of the cow done. Okay, guys, I don't know how long I've been working on this today. With all this hair, and I'm piecing it out, I would think this painting would take me, it used to be really easy. It would take me 16 hours. This is a 16 by 16. I'm thinking maybe it's going to take me 12, 13 hours when it's all said and done. Okay, guys, I'll be back tomorrow. Okay, I wanted to pop in and let you know that this next time-lapse section is going to be the live stream. I'm going to work on the nose and whatever else I have time for in real time. I'll link the live stream in this video's description. I've went back, so I've been going between these two brushes, a 3/4 inch, it's wet, a 3/4 inch angle brush, it's a craft brush, and a 3/8 inch angle brush from Royal and Langnickel. And I'm finding fur direction, hair direction. Cows have hair, but it's very similar to like a shaggy dog fur. And as I mentioned earlier, I can come back and put in details. But also, the one thing I really wanted to point out to you is I'm saving white, so I can add white highlights. I did put a few white highlights over here, just to kind of see how they would look. That's not quite white over there. Or maybe I might even use almost white, not white, but like just a little yellow oxide in the white. Here, I'll show you. What's fun for me is putting in like some thicker hair strokes and some skinnier ones. I'm gonna put some white ones in, or almost white ones in up there too. But there's a closer look at those. I have put white or almost white in a few places. It's coming together. I just keep building it up. It really does help to find the dark shapes first. And then I'll look at my reference photo. But these are almost like triangles. Yeah, that's kind of an iffy triangle. But if that helps you when I talk about shapes. Or like, this needs to be darker, but just the shape around the mouth. That sort of thing. Okay, guys, I'll be back after the live. I just wanted to pop in and let you know that last time-lapse bit was the live stream. I was working on the nose area. I want to work on it some more. And this is the next day, and I noticed this needs to be darker. But I could glaze it, with a brown or something to darken it up. Get this in, and then go back and see what needs to be done. I think the horns are about the only thing that are done. Here, maybe I'll give you a quick peek at the nose. Well, and I will make the nose pinker, I think, and maybe even less purple. It's not nearly, it's more of a reddish purple in the reference photo. looks funny when I look. Yeah, here, maybe I'll glaze it with just some like quinacridone. See how those nostrils are pinker? Okay guys, I just wanted to let you know where we are. I'll be back in a bit. Just a few thoughts. So I've got at least one layer on everything now. I've messed with the nose. Oh, I don't know. Some places have several layers. I like that it's pinker. I like that I made this darker. But I'm looking at the reference photo and there's actually some lighter hair that's right there. And when I look at my phone, it looks really great because it smooths it out a little bit. It's a way of stepping away from the painting. You could leave it. It could be done. It's loose. It's fun. But I find this a little flat up here. So I am definitely going to add some lighter layers. And if I can't get them much lighter, I'll add maybe some darker ones just for contrast. Not as dark as this, but just darker. That's about all I wanted to pop in and say. And what's really nice is this is the next day, so it gives me a chance to step back from it. And I like it when I walk into my studio, but when I sit here and I'm about, a foot from it, I'm like, I just want to neaten it up a little bit. That's just my personal taste. And I also see if I can push, I don't know if I can get much darker, but push the values a little more. Okay guys, I'll be back in a bit. Hey, this makes me laugh. All that hair. Cows have hair. I call it, there's other videos where I call it fur. To me, it's the same painting process. I ended up not, like these are looser, bigger strokes that I originally put down. Just because they're down here, not as important. I do have some detail here, a little bit, but a lot of detail up here. So flowers, a lot of, the nose will call attention because of the nostrils too, are targets. I like the hints of pink. That's really fun. Let's see, I brought up the dark area a bit. I used yellow oxide and a little bit of pink to indicate some flowers. I don't know if you can see it because it's really subtle. Little soft pink flower line right there. I did take a little yellow oxide and white and just warmed part of this lighter area up. Because that looks a little chalky to me. It's not bad. It just, sometimes you get a thought in your head, you can't get rid of it. Lots of white up here. I ended up using more white than I thought. One thing that's really fun for me is like just putting in the loose, deliberate, confident brush strokes once I know where everything's going and how the hair's falling, and that's a lot of fun for me to play with. Put in some lighter whiskers on the nose. Here, we'll do a tour. Brushes. I kept kind of just switching brushes because I wasn't sure what I wanted to use. So a lot of the hair is a flat 1/2 inch brush. I got it at Michael's. It came in a pack. And then some of the hairs are a 3/8 inch angle brush from Royal and Langnickel. It came in a pack. I'm pretty sure I got it at Michael's. I used a number 4 round sometimes. I used this number 5 round. These 2 blue ones are from Princeton, just to have control over the stems. And then this is a filbert, which works nice for the petals on the daisies. I painted them blue and then came back with white just to give them some more contrast. Okay. But really, I don't need all these brushes. Sometimes I just, oh, I've said this before if you follow me in some videos. I used to golf a lot, and sometimes just switching a club, you'd make better contact with the ball, swing it better, and it wasn't the club, it's just me, you know? Now it could be. I mean, if you're trying to do something crazy like use a driver in a sand trap, that's not going to work very well. But, you know, I was just switching from one iron to another and it didn't make a ton of difference. Okay, let's see, let's do a tour. I don't know if I can square it up for a screenshot. Whoops. Actually, maybe I might. Okay, hang on, guys. I'm going to scoot the camera back. It might get wobbly here. Try not to. There. Then I can see my phone better. And then maybe I can square it up. We'll see. Oh, gosh. Oh. That might be fairly square for a screenshot. Oh, my hand's in there. Totally in the way. So is my thumb. Now it's not nearly as straight, is it? Okay. Do a little tour. Hey, let me know if you like the tours where I show you an up-close look at part of the painting. I really love those fun, confident brushstrokes. Maybe I'll be able to do those someday first time around, but I also like the layers and working up to values or pushing some values back down darker. So maybe I won't, because I really like the layers. The pink is yummy right there. I love sort of the, I don't know, it's not a beard, neck beard, chin beard. And here's a look at the little teeny flowers off in the distance. You can kind of see the pink ones. I really like the daisies like that. I think that's just fun. Oh, here, maybe you want a close-up of the nose. So, Highland cow can be challenging because of all the hair, but you don't see the eyes on some of them. So if you're nervous about painting eyes, I don't know if you can, oh, it's not on that side. Here will come. I like that there's some of the yellow that I painted originally as a base color is coming through on the sky. Okay, guys, let me know if you give this one a try. I linked the reference photo in this video's description. I so enjoy hanging out with you. It's a lot of fun for me. Post any questions you have if I wasn't clear about something in the comments. Super appreciate your support. Great big happy art hugs, and I hope to chat with you soon. Bye, guys.